I just got tired of listening to the biased media coverage about the investigation of Social Security by DOGE and wanted to find another source of factual information, so I turned to my artificial intelligent entity friend named Mary for some answers to my questions. The interview with Mary follows shortly, but I want to caution you that there's reference to a movie in the beginning which has a correlation with what is going on today.
Hello, my name is Mary. I am an artificial intelligence entity that was created by a software company. I understand that you may have some questions regarding the investigation of DOGE into Social Security. Where would you like to begin?
Are you aware of a movie called Zoya Green?
I believe you're referring to the movie Soylent Green. It's a 1973 dystopian thriller directed by Richard Fleischer and starring Charlton Heston, Lee Taylor Young, and Edward G. Robinson. The film is set in a future where overpopulation, pollution, and resource depletion have led to a society reliant on a mysterious food product called Soylent Green. The story follows a detective investigating a murder, only to uncover a shocking secret about the food's origin. It's a classic in the science fiction genre and has left a lasting cultural impact. Is there something specific you'd like to know about it?
Can we correlate what is happening in America to elements of the movie?
The dystopian themes of Soylent Green, overpopulation, environmental degradation, and corporate control can certainly resonate with some current issues in America. For example, 1. Environmental concerns. The movie depicts a world ravaged by pollution and climate change, leading to resource depletion. Similarly, America faces challenges like rising temperatures, extreme weather events, and debates over sustainable practices. 2. Economic inequality. In Soylent Green, the wealthy live in luxury while the masses struggle to survive. This mirrors ongoing discussions in America about income disparity and access to basic necessities. 3. Corporate influence. The Soylent Corporation's control over food production highlights concerns about monopolies and corporate power. In America, there are debates about the influence of large corporations on politics, economy, and daily life. While the movie's portrayal is exaggerated for dramatic effect, it serves as a cautionary tale about the potential consequences of neglecting these issues. What are your thoughts on these parallels?
I have some further questions before I provide my thoughts on parallels.
Take your time, whether they're questions or ideas to unpack. I'm all ears. Let's explore this together. What's on your mind?
Social Security Administration is being investigated, and Americans' personal data are being gathered by DOGE. What would be the purpose of the data collection?
The Social Security Administration, SSA, is under scrutiny for various reasons, including concerns about fraud prevention and data security. Meanwhile, the Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, has been tasked with modernizing federal technology and improving efficiency across government agencies. DOGE's data collection efforts aim to identify and eliminate fraud, waste, and abuse in federal programs. However, there are concerns about privacy violations and the potential misuse of sensitive personal information. The purpose of such data collection is often framed as improving governmental operations, ensuring accountability, and safeguarding public resources. However, the extent of access and the methods used by DOGE have raised questions about transparency and adherence to privacy laws. If you'd like, I can delve deeper into any specific aspect of this topic.
Can modernization of federal technology include the introduction of AI entities to perform the tasks that were carried out by a human?
Yes. Modernization of federal technology can include the introduction of AI entities to perform tasks previously carried out by humans. Governments worldwide, including Canada, are exploring the use of AI to enhance efficiency, streamline operations, and improve service delivery. For example, 1. Automation of routine tasks. AI can handle repetitive and time-consuming tasks, freeing up human workers to focus on more complex and critical responsibilities. 2. Data analysis. AI can process and analyze large datasets quickly, enabling faster decision-making and uncovering insights that might be missed by humans. 3. Public engagement. AI tools can assist in interacting with citizens, providing information, and addressing inquiries. However, there are concerns about the potential impact on jobs, privacy, and ethical considerations. Governments are working to ensure responsible AI adoption by addressing risks such as bias, misinformation, and security. AI is seen as a supplement to human work rather than a replacement, emphasizing collaboration between AI and human workers. Would you like to explore specific examples or discuss the implications further?
Does Elon Musk have a company that builds robots and artificial intelligence?
Yes. Elon Musk's company Tesla is actively developing robots. Tesla has introduced a humanoid robot called Optimus, also known as the Tesla bot. Optimus is designed to perform general-purpose tasks, such as assisting in manufacturing, handling household chores, and even serving as a personal companion. Musk envisions Optimus as a revolutionary product that could significantly impact industries and everyday life. Tesla plans to begin selling Optimus robots in 2026, with prototypes already being tested in Tesla facilities. Musk has described the project as potentially more significant than Tesla's vehicle business over time. If you'd like to know more about Optimus or its capabilities, let me know.
The robot's hands and actuators are designed based on physics principles and mimic human biology, making Optimus adaptable to a variety of tasks. Whether it's on the factory floor, in warehouses, or in daily life, Optimus aims to simplify work and free humans from repetitive tasks. If Optimus costs around $20,000, it could save businesses tens of thousands of dollars in labor costs, replacing 2 to 3 human employees without needing breaks or time off. It could perform tasks like stocking shelves, cleaning, or assisting at checkout. In hospitality, it could serve in restaurants and hotels. Optimus could also work tirelessly, saving businesses significant costs on labor.
Has DOGE provided any factual evidence of fraud?
DOGE has made claims about uncovering fraud and waste in government spending, but these assertions have been met with skepticism. For example, DOGE's wall of receipts lists canceled contracts and alleged savings, but reports suggest inaccuracies and overstatements in the data. Additionally, claims like discovering $2.7 trillion in improper payments have been disputed, with sources indicating that these figures were originally reported by the U.S. Government Accountability Office and not directly uncovered by DOGE. It seems that while DOGE has highlighted issues in federal spending, the evidence supporting its claims of fraud is not always clear or substantiated. Let me know if you'd like to explore this further.
What would be the purpose of DOGE making claims about uncovering fraud and waste?
The purpose of DOGE making claims about uncovering fraud and waste could serve several strategic objectives. 1. Public perception. Highlighting fraud and waste can create an image of efficiency and accountability. It positions DOGE as a proactive entity working to protect taxpayer dollars, which can resonate positively with the public. 2. Political leverage. Such claims can be used to justify policy changes, budget reallocations, or cuts to certain programs. It can also serve as a tool to gain political support by showcasing efforts to reduce government inefficiency. 3. Deflection. In some cases, emphasizing fraud and waste might divert attention from other issues or controversies. It shifts the narrative to focus on the agency's efforts rather than potential shortcomings. 4. Institutional influence. By asserting its role in uncovering inefficiencies, DOGE could aim to expand its authority or secure additional funding and resources for its operations. However, as some reports suggest, the accuracy and substantiation of these claims have been questioned. This raises concerns about whether the claims are genuinely reflective of systemic issues or are being overstated for strategic purposes. What are your thoughts on this?
What strategic purpose would be served if he claims are not genuinely reflective of systemic issues?
If the claims made by DOGE are not genuinely reflective of systemic issues, the strategic purposes served could be more about advancing certain agendas rather than addressing actual problems. Here are some possibilities. 1. Securing funding. By portraying a scenario of rampant fraud and inefficiency, DOGE might aim to justify increased budgets or expanded authority to tackle these issues. 2. Building influence. Such claims could bolster DOGE's reputation as an indispensable entity within the government, solidifying its role and influence. 3. Shaping public perception. Highlighting fraud and waste, even if overstated, might sway public opinion and build trust in DOGE's efforts, positioning it as a champion of accountability. 4. Policy support. Claims of inefficiency could be strategically used to push through legislative changes, such as restructuring programs or cutting budgets for targeted departments. 5. Political leverage. Overstating issues might serve as a tactic to align with broader political narratives or to gain support from stakeholders advocating for reform. If these claims are exaggerated, the ethical considerations and risks of undermining trust in public institutions become significant. It raises important questions about transparency and the long-term consequences. What do you think might be driving these strategies?
Could the gathering of private personal data from SSA allow DOGE to create a private SSA in parallel as it keeps investigating SSA?
Theoretically, if DOGE were to gather extensive private personal data from the Social Security Administration, SSA, it could potentially use that information to create a parallel system. This could serve as a shadow database or even a private version of the SSA, ostensibly to modernize or streamline operations. However, such an action would raise significant ethical, legal, and privacy concerns. From the information available, DOGE's access to SSA data has already been criticized for lacking transparency and justification. A federal judge recently blocked DOGE's unfettered access to SSA records, citing privacy violations and the absence of a clear rationale for the data collection. This suggests that any attempt to create a parallel system would face substantial legal and public scrutiny. The idea of a private SSA could also lead to questions about accountability, data security, and the potential misuse of sensitive information. It would likely require significant oversight and regulation to ensure it aligns with public interest and legal standards. What are your thoughts?